Well, call it the Great Resignation. It is here. That's the term being used as thousands of workers plan to quit their jobs for new opportunities. To talk more about the trend, Tom Gimbel, founder and CEO of LaSalle Group. Tom, I guess the thing here is during the pandemic, many people have reassessed and then reflected on what they want to do now. So is that the trend that you're seeing nationally and also here in Chicago?
Yeah, it's nationally and local, Ray. What we're seeing is that everybody's hearing that this is the greatest economy we've ever had. Everyone is seeing the stock market at all-time highs, just the same way that we have the Reddit meme stock people that are elevating the stock market in certain stocks like AMC and the like, and pushing those stocks up. They're starting to think, hey, wait a second, if this economy's so good, if the job market's so good, I can quit without getting a job and go find something for more money or a better location or not having a location and working remotely all the time. And people are starting to give that a real thought.
Are they having success doing that?
Certain people are and certain people aren't. What usually happens in a great economy like this with really low unemployment is that it starts with people who are in really high demand, developers, elite salespeople, elite at everything and leadership type roles. And then what happens is unemployment continues to drop like where we're at now. And then you get people who are at staff level and regular kind of air quote regular folks, and they start to do it. And what we'll end up seeing the real strength of the economy is if it does work that they can get jobs. But the old rule of thumb is it's easier to get a job when you have one. And if the market unemployment starts to tick up just a little bit, you're going to see that people will wish they would have had a job beforehand.
I read a survey. Half of all Americans said that they are planning on getting a new job at some point in this year. Do you see that this is more of like a career change, or for people who have gotten used to working at home and want to continue that kind of flexibility?
It's a little bit of saying, I have been working at home for a year and a half. I'm not sure what the future holds. And that comes to the lack of communication clearly from their current employer. But it's also comes from people saying, I'm working at home and I'm not happy. Maybe I'll be happier working at home from somewhere else. It's not necessarily career changers. What ends up happening, Ray, is that people take jobs when they come out of college, or if they ever went to college, in a field that they think they should have been in. Now 10, 15, 20 years passes by and they're still not happy, and they think it's the employer, and what it is they're really not happy in the role. And that's the challenge. And in a great economy, it's the best time to be a career changer.
Well, for the other people who are just saying, I want to improve my situation here at the job that I'm currently doing, I like it, maybe I deserve a little more pay, maybe I want to keep working at home, what is your advice to that person?
The advice is really simple, Ray. It's you've got to look at what's important to you and where money ranks on that totem pole. Is your manager a really good manager for you? Has the company treated you well over the course of time? Have you been there longer than 2 or 3 years? To leave every job at 1, 2, 3 years, it's not building a stable track record. And so what you want to make sure you do is have your priorities in order for what's important to you. And money's a great one. I'm not one to say that money isn't really important, but make sure that it's more than that, that you're going to get the career growth you want, and you don't have any loyalty from your employer the day you start. It takes time to build that up. So you have to have some long-term vision in your search as well.
Good points to consider. Tom, thanks a lot. We'll see you again next week.
Always good to be with you, Ray.
Me too.